Hi, good day everyone. Back in the days where we were still in secondary school, you all remember what we were taught in our geography class, where we were taught about the nine planets, the shape of the earth. According to what they taught us, that the shape of the earth is a globe, and the earth is spherical in shape. So after we have absorbed all those information, then I could still remember that I was having a lot of doubts about that particular information. They said that the earth is spherical, the earth is a globe. But to me, after learning all that, I began to ask myself questions. I was curious. I began to ask myself questions. I was like, the earth is spherical, the earth is a globe, but there are some things that does not connect. I will explain those things to you. And one of the things are, they say that the earth is a globe. I was asking myself, why was it that when someone stands at a particular point on the surface of the earth, for instance, if you are standing at the pole, you are standing upright at the angle of 90 degree, then someone standing at, let's say, Asia, or let me use Australia for example. Someone standing at Australia, that means their heads, they'll be standing horizontally. That is, the position in which they will be standing will be different from someone standing at the pole. So I was asking myself that question. So does it mean that where we are standing at the surface of the earth, does it mean that it has an angle in which we'll stay? So I was asking myself a lot of questions like that. And also, what does not add up was the fact that River Nile, for example, which its source is from, is it Uganda? Yeah, its source is from Uganda. So it travels, the lake travels all the way from Uganda down and terminates at Egypt. If the earth is supposed to be a globe, that means it defies gravity. It's supposed to flow downwards from Egypt down to Uganda, then to not terminate somewhere around South Africa. It's supposed to flow downward. But if you look at it very, very well, it flows upward. From Uganda, it flows to from other countries down to Egypt, then from Egypt it now terminates to the Mediterranean Sea. So all those things was not clear to me. I was so curious to know why those things defies um, the ideas that were in our textbooks. So I was so curious to know. So I was asking questions. So I still remember when I, after leaving secondary school, I entered into the institution. So there was one of this my friend that was studying geography. So I drew the map of the entire earth. So I sent it to him and I asked him this exact two questions, these two important questions. I asked him if he has an idea and if he can explain to me why is it like that. So I was so shocked that he doesn't have an idea about it, so he doesn't understand it. So I left it like that. So after leaving it like that, not until I was going online and I discovered something. I thought that I was the only flat earther in this part of the world, in Nigeria. Yeah, I thought that I was the only one because I was the only one who believed that the earth is flat. Yeah, I was thinking that way because I was so curious that so many things did not add up. So I was thinking, then I had that mind. I knew that the earth was flat. I knew it that the earth is flat. So I had that mindset. So I was now asking questions. So I did not get results. So along the line, I saw some people online saying that the earth is flat. So when I saw that, I connected to it. When I connected to it, then I now start um, thinking about it. So I'm going to show you the projects that we built. I coordinated Jets Club, some students. I coordinated them and I led them to build a locally made rotary globe. So in that project, I'm going to still explain some things. Knowing fully well that the Earth is flat, I decided to do the Earth. I decided to make the Earth to be a globe. And the reason why I decided to do that is that everybody believes that the Earth is a globe, and I don't want to build the project in such a way that everyone will not see the Earth to be a flat Earth. I don't want to build the project to be like that because everyone have that, everyone was taught that way, and everyone believed that the Earth is a globe. So for me to build a project to make the Earth a flat Earth, it will look somehow. So I decided to lead the students to build the Earth to be a globe instead of a flat Earth, just as I thought that if the Earth is. So we built the project, we've completed the project. So I'll show you the project and how it looks like. So that's it. Okay, this is the project that I said I'm going to show you that we built in Jet Club. So I coordinated the students to build this project. This is a locally made rotary globe. So these are my reasons why I think that the spherical Earth that doesn't add up, doesn't really make sense. Why I believe that the Earth is flat. These are my reasons. Number one, the River Nile, which is located in Uganda. Uganda will be at this position, right? So this is the source in which the River Nile originates from, and it flows upward and terminates at Egypt. Egypt is at this point. This point here, this is where Egypt is. Let me show you where. This is where Egypt is. So the River Nile terminates at this point into the Mediterranean Sea. So it defies gravity. Since they made us to understand that gravity is what pulls an object down to the earth. So does it mean that this is the sphere? Every country is on the surface of the earth. Does it mean that gravity cannot pull the River Nile all the way from Egypt down to this side, down to the south part of the globe? So why is it that River Nile is now moving upwards to terminate at Egypt into the Mediterranean Sea? Why is it that? So this is where I have issues with the globe model. This is where I have issues. So the second part that I have issues is the surface of the Earth. They say it is spherical, right? So plane moving. Let's say this is America. This is America. From what we have here, this is America. Why this is South America? A plane is moving from America, which is this one here, to Australia, for example, or to Europe, for example. So once the plane takes off from here, it will start going. So at every distance it covers, it will begin to tilt down to follow the curvature of the Earth, because the Earth is spherical from this globe model. The Earth is spherical. So as the plane is moving, right, it will begin to tilt at an angle to follow the curvature of the Earth, which is not so. No pilot has ever documented anything that when they are flying on the air that they used to tilt down to follow the curvature of the air. I don't think they have done that. I haven't heard that. I haven't, since my research on this, I haven't seen when the pilot always tilts to the surface of the earth, to the curvature of the earth. I haven't seen that. So that is my second reason. And the third reason is, for example, someone standing in America. This is the surface of the earth, right? And countries are on the surface of the earth. So someone standing in America will be standing at this particular angle. Look at it very well. At this particular angle. someone standing in Russia, which is at this side, will be standing at this particular angle, right? So someone standing in Africa will be standing at this particular angle. Someone standing in Australia, where is Australia? Australia is somewhere here, will be standing at this particular angle. So someone in Antarctica will be standing upside down. Look at Antarctica at this side, the white part, the white part of this map. So someone standing in Antarctica will be standing upside down. That doesn't really add up. So that reason make me disbelieve that the earth is a globe, and I 100% believe that we are in a flat earth, because all this thing I just explained can only thrive in a flat earth. Thank you. I'll tell you the reason why I believe that the earth is flat, and these are my reasons. Number one, water always finds its level. For example, when you pour water on the floor, you will see that the water will try to flow. If the ground is level, you will see that the water will remain in the exact position. But if the ground is slanted, you will see that the water will flow towards that particular level. So it will flow down. If it's slanted, to flow down. So that's the reason, one of the reasons that I believe that the earth is flat. And I will also give you another reason. And that reason is plane traveling up in the sky. When you look at a globe, the earth as a globe, and as a plane is moving on the surface of the earth, when it gets to a particular level, it will tilt down a little bit. That is the tip of the nozzle of the plane will tip down a little bit, so that it will follow the curvature of the surface of the earth. And if you look at the mechanism in which plane travels, it's not done that way. Plane does not move to some specific distance and tilt its nose to follow the curvature of the earth. It doesn't work that way. A plane moves straight on a straight path to its destination. So it does not tilt to follow the curvature of the earth. So that's the second reason why I think that the earth is flat and not a globe. And also the third reason is the position in which we stand, just as it is being described by a globe. For instance, for a flat earth, every part of the earth is flat. If you are standing in Africa, or wherever you are standing, in Asia or Europe, you are standing upright at an angle of 90 degrees, at a right angle. So you are standing upright. But if you look at a globe, if you look at it very well, that means in each continent that you are standing at a particular angle. If you are standing at the pole, you are standing upright. If you are standing in Africa, for example, at the surface of the earth, at the equator, that means you are standing, your head is facing vertically, horizontal like this. So another person standing at Australia, that means they are walking upside down, which doesn't add up, which doesn't make sense. So those are the three reasons why I believe that the earth is flat. So the reason why I am making this video is to inform others, and also to know the opinion of others. Those of you that are flat earthers, because you can be either a flat earther or a glober. If you are a glober, that means you believe that the earth is spherical, the earth is a globe. But if you are a flat earther, you believe that the earth is flat. So I believe that I am the only one in this part of the world, in Nigeria, in Africa, that believes that the earth is flat, completely flat. And the reason why I'm doing this video is to see if there are other flat earthers, there are other people who believe that the earth is flat, if they can also indicate or comment in the comment section. Thank you very, very much.